Hmm. Hey fellas, it's time for another Pokemon Sun and Moon Ultra Adventures vlog. This time on episode 78. Hey, it's showing a little love. I have at least 13, 14 more of these ones to get done. If I have to, who I definitely will have some spill in the next month because good news, we had a new router installed. Old bad news, the technical issues haven't fully alleviated yet, they just gotten less frequent, so here we go. The subject of this episode is like a field trip to Hokulani Observatory, and this is definitely the introduction of the anime counterpart to one of my favorite characters in Generation 7, Sophocles' cousin Moline. Hey, he was shown off in photographs in earlier parts of the story, and now we finally get to see the man himself. As Kakui's only talked about him in the formation of the Alola League, jokes on you those won't happen. And it also turns out that Minior are also a part of the experience. So I definitely am glad to see them work with this. And even if his backstory as a PC programmer isn't part of this anime, to the point where he and Billy only want to have been included, they did not include Bebe, Amanita, Lonette, or Cassius at all. Also, anyway, hey, I also really like the design observatory, and also the finding like a miniature shell does bring back some memories for Sophocles, if faint. Yeah. The next morning, the shell cracks open, and with the form being shown to be an orange Minior, her employee pool also takes a liking to it, as seeing it also awakens more feelings in Sophocles. Actually, I rather like the whole episode, and also just seeing what just the simplest thing can bring for our heroes. And we see them having a picnic lunch on the hill. We see them playing Pokebase together, as referenced in an earlier episode, and Ash traveling up on Turtonator spikes. Q, who the fucking Roblox, man. And yet, I also really, so before I continue, I also really like the whole design for young Sophocles there. I mean, having like the shirt with Saturn on it, I mean, almost kind of like an older version, like a Chucky shirt from Rugrats. I'll probably check out the revival Hypel as soon as I can get Paramount Plus working, so. Oh, just that's a heads up there. So, as the meteor and the Minior shells turn to dust, to mean Sophocles realized what happened. He knew a Minior a long time ago, but it had to return to Stardust once it came, which definitely makes you wonder just how far the blip was from Thanos. I mean, Thanos. But either way, hey, even the memory is bittersweet, but this time he's ready to say goodbye, and much to Poiples. And the Stardust actually has had him see a a Rayquaza in the sky, and the ending actually gets, and also Sophocles' passage gets a little bit heavy. I mean, not quite as heavy as I have in my headcanon sometimes, but let's just say, hey, it's a bit darker than, well, him being not liking darkness. So, anyway, I think I better start wrapping this up. So, this is among my favorite episodes of the season, and which puts in the rank my favorite ones of Sun and Moon and series overall. They made a really good job with using Hokulani Observatory as a setting, and once again, I don't really buy into the whole idea of them not being good at planning things out. I mean, they kind of have to think that far ahead, and also consider that some things might go as planned, but it's actually a lot less common than one might think. I mean, it is actually a pretty touching story and not someone that surprised me on my first viewing, and in many ways I still enjoy it for that. So, got about 13 or 12 episodes left in the season to cover. Or whatever I won't cover will be taken care of before I start up at the third season Ultra Legend in April, and I will see you all again later. Alola.